Top 10 Scariest Rides Ever. There are plenty of rides in an amusement park or theme park. Some are made for children, and some can be enjoyed by adults. They always trigger our happy hormones and makes us feel excited whenever we look at them. Like what they say, you will never forget your first ride because it could be awkward, funny, scary, or full of laughter. In a group of friends, there is no doubt. We always have that one friend that makes a scene every time he or she tries a new ride. And admit it, all of you will burst into laughter and film every second so you can rewind the time when you tease your friend. Did you know that there are people who are suffering from phobias that are related to amusement park rides? An example of this is the claustrophobia, or fear of being trapped. These people are afraid of rides that include shoulder harness, closed spaces, deep hole, and winter. Next is the claustrophobia, wherein people with this condition panics whenever they enter a small place, just like the horror houses in amusement parks. While some suffer from coaster phobia, acrophobia, and emetophobia, which is why amusement park rides are not such a good idea for them. Some choose to conquer their phobia, so they try the method called exposure therapy, wherein they will repeatedly do it until they get the enjoyment in that activity and remove them in a state of panic. But even if you don't have these phobias, did you know that there are rides that will simply make your knees shiver even if you are an extreme rider? And that some people faint while riding in it. If you want to know more about these heart-stopping rides, you better stay tuned and don't switch channels. Also, don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell. Welcome back to the Unlimited Tens channel. In today's video, we will give you the countdown for the top 10 scariest rides ever. So, if you are curious and looking for something new to try, watch this. Starting with our number 10 is the Sky Screamer at Six Flags New England. When you were kids, you often go to playgrounds and ride on swings. Some of you may feel like you're flying once the swing goes up and when it goes down. You'll tell your playmate or sibling to push you one more time. Now that you're grown up, you can still ride on a swing. And this time, you don't need anyone to push you because the Sky Screamer will lift you 410 feet to keep you high on the ground while it's swinging you so fast in its rotating gondola. Don't you think this is a new experience rather than sticking with your traditional swing? This is the tallest swing in the world, so expect that you may feel a little bit dizzy. If you have a fear of heights, better close your eyes while riding in this swing or choose a different ride for you might look so pale and unable to speak after. Giving you a major drop on number 9 is the Sky Coaster. When you're inside an airplane, sitting and looking at your window with a sea of clouds view, probably you have thought about how it feels to jump out of the plane. Before you try on your next trip, better start with a ride called Sky Coaster. This is actually a huge swing that uses a pulling machine to the riders above the ground with a height of 300 feet. The ride will then allow them to feel like they are jumping on a plane by pulling their ripcord to be released. So technically, you are falling with a harness. The exciting part is, after the major drop, you'll be swinging back and forth. Maybe, after this ride, jumping out of the plane will never cross your mind. Or if you're an adrenaline junkie, you will soon plan for a free fall. Blasting off on number 8 is the ejection seat. You may have heard about bungee jumping, but we're pretty sure you haven't tried the reverse bungee jumping. This ride is called the ejection seat. If you are wondering how it works, try to imagine when you're playing the Angry Birds game. You will pull the slingshot to aim and destroy the colony of the green pigs, right? But don't worry, because this ride is safe. Riding on a two-seat pod while the base is attracted by the magnet, this semi-trailer mounted slingshot will throw you up to 200 feet above at a speed of 60 miles per hour. The elastics will then pull you back, so expect the bouncing effect. There's a funny story that other people do with this ride. They say if you want to test your relationship with your partner, you better let him or her ride in this. If your partner didn't break up with you, you're a lucky person. But It's better not to try this if you already know the ending. Giving you the force of 4G on number 7 is the big shot. You heard about the reverse bungee jumping or the ejection seat that works like a slingshot, but maybe not about the big shot that stands above the skyscrapers. Standing on the rooftop may give you vertigo when you're looking down, but what if we tell you that there is a crazy ride at top of the Las Vegas Stratosphere building? It can accommodate 16 riders and shoot them straight into the air in a matter of seconds. If you want to know what's more thrilling there, you better close your eyes if you are afraid of heights because you'll be sitting 1,000 feet above the city. This ride will give you the experience of 4G, so expect your knees to shake after bounce up and down in its 160-foot ascension. If you want to try this ride and see the magnificent view of the city lights, ride during nighttime. Tilting you on a 70-degree angle heart-stopping view is our number 6, Insanity, the Ride. Do you want to know why they call this ride insane? That's because it will hang you on the edge of the building that is 65 feet. This ride is attached on the edge of the Las Vegas Stratosphere building with a life-size inverted centrifuge that can give you a 3G experience while spinning at the speed of 40 miles per hour. If you are looking for a thriller ride, this would be the best ride for you. Once seated, the giant mechanical arm that holds the riders will move in an outward position and then tilt the riders in 70-degree angle. According to those who tried this ride, it will make you think that you are falling, so you better hold on tight and make sure your harness is properly attached if you don't want it to be your last. Giving you a flight or fright experience on number 5 is the Flying Fury. When you were young, some of you might be dreaming of becoming a pilot. You often wear a cap and hold your toy plane while running outside with your playmates. But what if we tell you that you can experience this in a ride called Flying Fury? This crazy ride will give you the experience of becoming an instant pilot. But how does this ride works? Well, while you and your friends are sitting inside the miniature planes that are attached in the arms of this massive machine, you can control the joystick to rotate 360 degrees and pull the barrel while the arms are lifting you in a height of 120 feet. You can adjust the speed of the rotation of your aircraft from 7 RPM to 15 RPM. You and your friends must decide who should be the pilot before the machine starts to lift you and rotate you to 360 degrees. Giving you the experience of positive and negative G's is our number 4, the Giant Discovery. If you are tired of the swinging rides, looking for something new, you better try the spin and swing style ride of the Giant Discovery. With its large size, you and your family and friends can ride at the same time because it can hold 40 people per session. At a speed of 70 miles per hour, it will work in a spin-swing motion 150 feet in the sky and then drop you back down. According to those who tried this, it will make you feel like your heart and soul are moving against your body. Who wouldn't feel that anyway? So, before you try this crazy ride, make sure you went to the comfort room and that you are not feeling full, because if not, you find yourself rushing to the toilet. Rolling on number 3 is the Tower of Terror in Dreamworld, Australia. Australia is not just a home for wildlife, it also offers a thrilling experience in its Dreamworld's amusement park, Tower of Terror. They won't just call it a Tower of Terror for nothing. Just so you know, this was the first, fastest, and tallest roller coaster in the world. It can reach up to 160.9 kilometers per hour at a speed of 100 miles per hour. This roller coaster has a height of 115 meters, so you can be sure that you will get the thrill of your ride. Hailed as the best roller coaster in the world is the Superman Ride of Steel on number 2. They wouldn't call this roller coaster the best in the world if it doesn't satisfy the thrilling experience that the adrenaline junkies are looking for. Before taking this ride, you better check your pulse and breathing, for it will lift you 208 feet above the ground and drop you 221 feet below. Not just that, This roller coaster offers a virtual reality feature to its riders to level up their experience. How do you like that? If you want to see and experience this crazy ride, book your ticket to England. The rides from number 10 to number 2 made us dizzy so far. You are probably thinking now, how can people survive these rides? But you should prepare for our number 1 because trying this will give you the scare of your life. Topping our countdown for today is the Nothing But Net in Dallas, Texas. Scary as it sounds, but scarier when you try. That is what people say after surviving this ride. If you want to try this ride, you must find the Zero Gravity theme park in Dallas, Texas. This offers the most thrilling experience that you can get from a ride. What makes it thrilling, you might ask? It's the process itself. While other rides offer harness, straps, or seats where you can hold on, this ride has no bungee, straps, or parachute in case you fall accidentally in a wrong spot. If you think you are brave enough, this ride will take you to its top, which stands 130 feet above the ground, then drop you down without any harness in a big net. So technically, it's a free fall and the only thing that you can rely on is the net below that is waiting to catch you. According to people who tried this, it's a perfect way to scream all your fears and anxieties and effectively reduce stress. But for people who are afraid of heights, this will be their greatest stress. There is nothing wrong with trying new things as long as we can take different measures to ensure our safety. These rides are surely unforgiving, but to other people, this is their stress reliever and a quick escape from the loud world. So, if it's your first time trying these rides, there is nothing wrong with screaming out loud instead of losing your breath when you're trying to confine your feelings. Which of these rides would you like to try in the future? Or which of these would you not dare to try? Tell us in our comment section below because your comment matters to us. This has been our countdown for the top 10 scariest rides ever. Join us again next time for another exciting and informative videos. Ciao!